guys, welcome to week 2 of League of Extraordinary Ladies, or LXL. This week's theme is currently crushing on, and I have a lot of things I could cover in this video. I probably will be forgetting a few. I guarantee I will wrap up filming and be like, oh, like darn, I wish I had mentioned like this or that. So let's just start and see what I come up with. The first thing I am obsessing over are facial oils, and I have a bunch right here with me. These little tiny deluxe bottles. This is Josie Moran's Argan Oil. This is Nude's Pro Genius Treatment Oil, Tarte's Maracuja Oil, and the Mario Badescu Rose Hips Nourishing Oil. And they just make your skin feel so luxe. It's so decadent and pampered. And I totally recommend experimenting with facial oils if you haven't already, because they just feel so nice. Another thing I'm obsessing over is Bastille's album. I'm drawing a blank on what it's called. It's going to bother me a lot that I don't remember. I'll add a little caption or annotation in this video because I just wish I remembered. Anyway, I am so obsessed with the song Laura Palmer and of course Pompeii, because who doesn't love the song Pompeii? A friend of mine recommended me to listen to their album ages ago, and I've only just taken him up on that recommendation, and I wish I had sooner because it is just such a good album. It's totally my style of music, and I would love, love, love to see them one day. I'm also obsessing over the TV show Heart of Dixie. I think it's on the CW. I'm not really sure because I just started watching it on Netflix. And I started watching it because, okay, well, let's backtrack a little bit. Heart of Dixie is basically this fast talking, slick New York City doctor got transferred to like a small town Alabama, and it's basically like the trials and tribulations of like city life and like small town life and how this doctor adjusts. And you know, I remember hearing about it when it was first premiering on TV because Rachel Bilson stars in it. And don't mind the sirens, just let them pass, and hope everyone and everything is okay. Okay, anyway, so Rachel Bilson stars in this Heart of Dixie show. So I do remember when the show was premiering, like seeing press about like Rachel Bilson and this show because, you know, Rachel Bilson is still famous as Summer Roberts from The OC, who's one of my favorite TV characters of all time. If anyone were to play me in a movie, it'd be Rachel Bilson. And so I started watching Heart of Dixie because I actually found out I'm going down south in a few weeks for a work trip, and by down south I mean like southern United States. And this is particularly exciting for me because the furthest south I've been in the United States is Washington, D.C. Technically Arlington, which is, you know, part of Washington, D.C., sort of, kind of, depending how you look at it. And that's where I live right now, and people who are actually from the South will tell you that's not the South. So I was like, oh, Rachel Bilson, the South, fun show, why not start watching? And I started watching it, and I fell in love, and I'm obsessed and, like, going through it really, really fast on Netflix. Also currently crushing on Sunshine, which is kind of funny because right now I'm filming this at night, so there is no sunshine. But it's been so great to leave work and to have it be sunny outside. And like over the weekend, on Sunday, when we switched our clocks forward for daylight savings, I was just so productive all day. And I think honestly a lot of it has to do with sunshine. I've been in like a really good mood all week so far, and even though like stuff has happened where I've been like, oh, you know, darn, like I'm gonna get frustrated or whatever, but I haven't been as moody about it as I would be, and I honestly think it has to do with the sunshine. It's been so long since I've had like days and days of sunlight, and it's been so long since like the weather has been nice here thanks to all this like polar vortexing winter kind of stuff. And I'm just so excited that it's starting to warm up. Not excited for the fact that there are cold fronts coming in this week and next week or whatever. I'm just not going to think about it until they get here and just deal with it then. Last but not least, another thing I'm obsessing over is baking. I used to bake all the time. I stress baked for a good chunk of my life, and over the last 4, 5, 6 months, I just haven't done much baking. For no particular reason, really. I just kind of stopped. It wasn't like I made it a conscious decision to like, I am not going to bake any more cookies. But over the weekend, I busted out my muffin tray and made chocolate chip muffins, and I'm eating it for breakfast every day this week and popping some into my bag to have as a snack at work. And it's just been really great. And I remember when I was in the kitchen, like, you know, melting the butter and mixing the eggs and flour and all that stuff, it just felt like the world was right again. the world is right again. And I'm sure my friends will be very happy that I am back to crushing on baking because they get to enjoy all the baked goods. It's not like I'm gonna eat a whole cake by myself. So as I said, this is just some of the things I've been crushing on lately. I'm sure there are tons more I just can't think of right now, and if I talked any more, this video would probably be too long. I totally recommend trying out some of the stuff I've mentioned, like the facial oils, watching Heart of Dixie, listening to Bastille's album, that kind of thing. Hope you're having a great week, and I'll see you next Wednesday.